response is. Because there's a response to worship. Listen, check this out. I'm almost done. Stay with me. Track it with me. Almost done. Then one of the seraphs flew to me with a live coal in his hand, which he had taken from the tongs of the altar, and he touched my mouth and my lips. And he says, now your guilt and your sin are atoned for and taken away. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us? And listen to Isaiah's response. And guys, this is our response to worship. See, when you come in here and you worship and you see God big and alive and magnificent, and your response to Him is worship, your response to Him is, man, you're awesome, God. In song or in saying, wow, man, you're awesome, God. I mean, when you do that, the next thing that Isaiah says from that experience is, send me. Here am I. Send me. Your response to worship, and the reason that worship is important, the reason we come in here and sing, is because it lets us lock arms, not just with each other, but with God, to say, God, make us an impact on our campuses. Let us pull people into this experience. Let us involve them in this experience of worship with you. And let's see what you can do in their lives. You know, we had gospel presentation night not long ago. And we had, you know, I'm not embarrassing anybody, we had 3 folks in here that came to know Jesus. And I've talked to them, talked to a few of their parents. And that is unbelievable. That's just amazing. And it's a result of a lot of you guys involving other students in this ministry. Worship matters, not just because you're singing those praises and assigning work to a big God, but it matters because it lets you see a God that's amazing and mighty and stupendous that you want to take to the world, because you know He can move in other people's lives. What are you going to do? Let's pray. God, I just pray that you would take this idea of dwelling with you, of being who you called us to be in a relationship with you and living with you and dwelling with you. And God, that you would over time, not just a few weeks or a few months, but over time, these students committing themselves to growing in you, to memorizing your word, to really digging into some of this weekly material, that as they do that on their own, their worship in this place becomes more fervent, more powerful, because they see you for who you are. They see how big and awesome and stupendous and tremendous you are, God. And because of that, then, they're motivated to take you to a world that's dying for you. Make that true in our lives and in these students' lives. In Jesus' name. Amen. Stand up. Give everybody a big hug. Tell them you'll stand.
It's on time.